Hi there, my name's Will. I'm a game designer, and because I'm a game designer, sometimes I become hopelessly obsessed over completely inane details in video games. This is one of those times. The combo counter in Dungeons of Hinterberg is not merely optional. You have to do a social link with one of the characters in order to even unlock it. It's a little bonus, a fun extra feature, and it's also, in my opinion, obnoxiously flawed. Before I dig into that, though, I do want to say this is not me decrying the game itself. I do definitely have issues with it, but I think it's largely pretty good and surprisingly chunky for this type of indie game. Don't let this video dissuade you from giving the game a shot. This is just me having game design brainworms. Anyway, to start, I'd like to talk about what I think a combo counter should do in a video game. I think that a combo counter should encourage the player to play in a way that is more interesting than they would play without it, using the intrinsic satisfaction of shiny ranks and high numbers to do so. For example, by using a letter grade that increases based on specific criteria, Devil May Cry's style meter encourages the player to vary their moves, as well as encouraging them to use moves that look cool or apply skills that are riskier and therefore feel cool. I think this is a good blueprint. By using combo meters, we can encourage the player to get the most out of their moveset and the mechanics the game presents. And actually, I think that Dungeons of Hinterberg already does an okay job with this at baseline. Magic attacks are powerful and often allow the player to deal damage from a safe distance, but eventually the player will run out of MP and they'll need to use basic attacks to restore it. Meanwhile, attack conduits are strong and provide a variety of useful benefits that neither of the other two categories can, but they'll go on cooldown after they're used. In simply engaging with the normal gameplay of Dungeons of Hinterberg, I found myself naturally using all of my abilities, creating a relatively satisfying push and pull as my options waxed and waned during each encounter. Unfortunately, the combo meter actually acts against this dynamic. To summarize the properties of the combo meter, your combo increases with every basic attack you land, right? After a brief duration of not hitting any basic attacks, the combo ends. The combo is not broken if the player takes damage, though. The higher you build the combo, the more passive bonuses you gain, such as increased damage and MP regen. On face value, this seems fine, but the problem for me lies in the way that the combo times out if you're not just spamming basic attacks. A big part of the joy of a combo meter is building up a really big number, or maintaining your combo for the duration of an entire fight. But if you prioritize building combo in this game, you are incentivized to only do basic attacks, and thus ignore an entire 2/3 of your kit. If you use an attack conduit, the amount of time it takes to come out is often so long that your combo will already be broken by the time you can attack again, and most spells don't fare much better. Thus, the act of maintaining a combo feels very restrictive and kind of just boring. Want to keep your combo, but a guy's just a little too far away? Conduits and spells that could close that gap almost always lead to your combo being broken, so your only option is to walk toward them and take a swing, gambling on whether or not the game's auto-targeting will gap close for you, which feels limp and incredibly inconsistent. Want to actually make use of the bonuses to your MP regen and attack conduit cooldown? You'll likely just have to unsatisfyingly let your combo fizzle out. Granted, you could absolutely just ignore the combo meter. Like I said, it's an optional mechanic you have to specifically choose to unlock. But if the best case scenario for a feature is ignore it while occasionally receiving passive bonuses if you coincidentally play the way it wants you to, then it's probably not an especially effective feature. And the thing is, I don't think this feature needs a lot of tweaking to make it feel pretty good. In fact, I think it just needs one tweak. Make it so that all the damage dealt refreshes the combo timer. Note that I don't think all damage dealt should increase the combo counter. This would disproportionately favor spells and attack conduits which deal many hits, and some of them would probably be able to max out the combo bonuses in just a single usage. I think just resetting the timer so players could extend the amount of time they had between melee hits would be enough to allow players to dynamically chain together basic attacks, spells, and conduits. Raising the meter would further encourage melee attacks, while the combo bonuses would naturally do their part to encourage the player to use the rest of their kit. Players would be able to strategically use their ranged abilities to sustain their combo while they move in to deal damage, or use their gap closers to cut the distance right away, right? I'm not just guessing based on vibes that this would be more fun either. I am more or less certain that it would be, because there are actually some spells where this weaving between attacks is viable. For example, the ranged spell in Hinterwald comes out fast enough and has a short enough recovery that it can be thrown out between melee attacks. Juggling these options while trying to maintain combo feels really fun, and it makes that bonus MP gain feel more meaningful. Though the timing does feel kind of tight, and the speed at which you need to do this does kind of highlight some issues I have with the controls. Sometimes your ranged spells just don't come out if you try to do inputs too fast. Regardless. Sort of similarly, the slime block spell in the swamp area also comes out pretty fast and feels nice to chain between basic attacks. particularly convincing though is the snowboard in Kolmstein, which actually does increase your combo counter for whatever reason. This enables you to, for example, deal some damage with basic attacks, maybe defeat an enemy, and immediately use the snowboard to gap close to the next enemy, refreshing your combo timer on impact. It feels great, and because you can close distance with the spell, there are far fewer times where you're basically forced to drop your combo because there's just nobody near enough to hit, by comparison to other areas where it's a fairly regular occurrence. This enables you to rack up huge, satisfying combos, all while dynamically zipping across the field to attack and evade, and it's in this case where I most feel like the combo system actively elevates Hinterberg's core combat. It could still be better. This area's ranged spell is not particularly usable in this dynamic, and nor are the attack conduits, but even as is, it's pretty fun. For everything else, I could see someone possibly suggest that weaving spells into your combo is part of the challenge of maintaining said combo in this game, but I just don't feel like it works if that's the intent. I feel like I have to really go out of my way to play the game in an actually fun way while building up the funny number. Again though, this is ultimately a pretty minor issue. It's an optional feature with only some passive impact on one portion of a much larger game. It's just, every single time any of the things I complained about came up, I really felt a sense of missed potential with this feature, and I think that's the main reason it drove me so crazy I felt the need to write an entire essay on the Dungeons of Hinterberg official Discord about it, mostly for my own sake, but like, you know, just in case someone wanted to read some rando's opinion about one of the most minor features in the video game. Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.